Okay, so imagine this place. Windle Pop's Balloon Bazaar. Well, it's nuts. Flying jelly beans, huge inflatable giraffes just floating
Yeah, I
past.
had pancake balloons too, apparently.
Yeah, doing a waltz, the sources say. Everything just floats, and we're following Ellie the elephant and Max the mouse through it all.
Right, using these pasted text treasures as our guide.
Exactly. And our mission today is to kind of peel back the layers on this whimsical event and find the real science and math hidden inside.
It's surprising how much is packed in there, actually. It looks like pure fantasy, but it subtly teaches some, fundamental concepts.
For sure. So first up, they hit the float your boat booth. Max, he's all excited, tries to hop on a pirate ship balloon.
And splash, or rather thud.
Thud, yeah, straight down. But then Heliuma, that's a helium balloon in a top hat, apparently explains buoyancy.
Ah, okay. The classic principle.
Yeah, for something to float, it has to push aside, displace enough air to match its own weight.
Exactly. It's all about displacement, density, really. The helium in the balloon is way less dense than air. So if the balloon, plus max, weighs less than the air it pushes out of the way, it floats. If it weighs more,
Thud. Like Max's ship.
not Max's ship. Think about a huge cruise ship versus a tiny pebble in water. The ship floats because its overall shape displaces a massive amount of water.
Right, right. It's not just weight, it's the volume, the space it takes up relative to its weight. Makes sense.
So then they wander over to the weather wonder stand.
Oh, yeah, this is where Ellie gets the storm cloud special. Sounds cool, but sap.
A little static electricity shock to the tail.
Hey, yeah. Ellie's reaction was perfect, educational, but shocking. So what's going on there? Just static.
Pretty much a textbook example of static electricity. You
Hmm.
get this imbalance of electric charges, tiny things called electrons building up on the surface of the balloon, probably from rubbing against something.
Like rubbing a balloon on your hair.
Exactly like that. That's the triboelectric effect. Different materials like to grab or give up electrons more easily, so the balloon builds up a charge, and when Ellie's tail gets close enough,
Zap. Discharge.
a tiny little lightning bolt, effectively.
So, are certain balloon materials better for this? Like, was it a special staticky balloon?
That's a good point. Yes, the material definitely matters. Some materials gain or lose electrons much more readily than others, making them more prone to building up that static charge.
Got it. Okay, final stop. The trading tent. This one gets mathematical.
Oh, the air math.
No money, just trading balloons. A squirrel tells them one opera singing banana balloon.
You can't make this stuff up.
Ha, right. It costs 2 cotton candy clouds or 5 fizzy floaters. And Max just goes, wait, is that multiplication?
And he's spot on. It's ratios, it's proportions, it's basic multiplication and division, really, setting up exchange rates.
It forces them to actually do math to figure out the trades.
Yeah.
Pretty clever.
Yeah, it's practical math, disguised as fun. Bartering requires you to understand value and equivalence.
So they float off, balloons in tow, singing ones, glowing ones, and Max nails it. I learned more science today than in a week of school.
It really shows how learning can happen anywhere. And then the perfect ending.
Oh, yeah. Just as Ellie says, they didn't pop anything.
POP.
Classic timing.
It's a nice little touch.
Yeah.
But even with the pop, the lessons stick, don't they? Buoyancy, static, even basic math and bartering.
Definitely. It shows that science and math aren't just, school subjects. They're literally everywhere.
Right. Hidden in plain sight, even in something as silly and fun as a balloon bazaar.
So maybe something for you listening to think about. What other fun things in your life have this hidden layer of science or math?
Good question. Like, how does a frisbee actually fly? Or the way bubbles form? Or even, I don't know, the odds in a simple card game.
Exactly. Take a second look at the everyday stuff.
You might be surprised at the principles you uncover just by being a little curious.